everyone. Welcome to the Live Room Studios. And this is Fiery Voices. My name is Franca, your host for today. Our topic for today is the role of social media on modern dating or relationship. We have some friends here to join us discuss this topic. We have Ben here.
Hi.
And we have Abina.
Hello.
And then we have Clinton.
Hello, guys.
So stay glued to your seat as we dive right into this topic. So the first question is, how do you think social media has influenced dating and our relationships now as compared to the old age?
I believe today's relationship or dating is different from the olden ones, and I believe it was more fun in the olden days than today. Because of social media, there's a lot of comparison online because you look at somebody, how people are posting with their boyfriends, girlfriends, their husbands, and all their wives, and you want that life for you, even though you know your partner is not is not able to provide you that, but you're gonna put just because of what you saw, the pressure that you got from that picture, you're gonna force your partner to try his best, even though he cannot do it. You know it, but you're gonna force him to or her to do it. And I think we are heading to the bad path for when it comes to relationship. And if we can come back and listen to our families and stop this social media stuff, I think we're gonna have a legit happiness in relationship than looking at other people and trying to get what they have. It's their life, not ours. So that's how I believe it has impacted us in a bad way.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that in addition to that, to the comparison, there's also the fact that, well, I'll start with the positive. I think that it allows us to, stay in contact more frequently, because that's compared to back in the day when phones were around or like when social media wasn't around. People had to write letters or wait days, weeks to like communicate with each other. So social media allows us to have instant communication, which is nice. But with that are some cons, including distraction. Like, quality time is kind of hard to focus on when you're with your partner because you have your phone right in front of you. You have a message, something pops up, and it kind of like it can come between you guys if you're not careful.
Exactly.
And then the other thing that I would like to mention also is just social media gives the illusion of like options. And so there tends to be a lot of like, in addition to comparison, there's also like, options. And so people tend to not really put too much effort, or they just feel like they have more options than they actually do. And that influences relationships as well.
Yeah.
Good. I agree with them, so I can't have a lot to say on that. I think they said it all.
They said it all? Are you sure?
I think so.
Okay. So, you wanted to say something?
Like what I got from what
Abina said.
What I got from what Abna said was, I got this, the distraction that you said. Because sometimes you'll be there with your partner, the person you're in the relationship with, and they'll be looking at their friends' pictures on social media whilst maybe you're trying to watch a movie or something. And sometimes it gets annoying. It's like, it's just me and you here. That's a quality time that we are supposed to benefit from. It's not even about sex or anything. Like, even if you guys are just sitting down talking, I think it helps the relationship more than trying to look on your phone. I'm sitting here just chatting with my friends. You there's chatting with your friends, and we don't really have that alone time for ourselves to like. So when we go outside, that's when we're gonna show that, this is how we are. But when we go inside, that's where we are supposed to get the time for ourselves. And we can't get the time for ourselves. So sometimes the relationship it depends on the social media stuff there, because, people are trying to like, it helps. Social media helps because people getting money there too. So, it helps when it comes to the money side. But when it comes to relationship, I don't see the benefit of anything. As you said, talk, like, it gives you the easy access to talk. You don't need social media to talk. You really don't need it. And right now, maybe it was the purpose of it. The social media was the purpose of getting easy access to other people. But right now, it's not what we are doing right now with the social media stuff. We are doing a whole different thing. Competition, that's where every business is at. That's where you're trying to be comparing yourself to others just because of what you saw. Maybe you saw a dress, now you know you're not going to be comfortable in, your partner is not going to be comfortable in, your family don't agree with it, but just because you think it looks nice, you put money and you buy it and you dress up, and it's going to mess everybody around you up just because they don't agree with that. I mean, that's what I think. So
I think I would agree with Abna because it's a distraction. One, you spoke about sex or having a
Good time together.
good time together, and then all these happen. Honestly, it affects everything. I think social media was there to promote business, not relationship.
yeah,
And now the modern generation that we're in, everyone want to be somebody. So what happened is they copy and paste, they copyrights.
yeah,
I don't have the money, but I want to live that lifestyle.
same life. Yeah,
And then if you're in a relationship, back in the day, if you're in a relationship, she made mention of letters or hanging out and all that stuff. That was respectfully done. You knew it takes a while for you to see your partner. So when the partner comes, you give them all the attention
Yep.
to make sure you spend time or whatever you need to spend with. Now, with this modern generation, even when you're trying to have intimacy, they are on their phone or they are watching something or they're changing the channel or they're doing this. So you have a lot of disadvantages,
Yeah.
which myself, I don't. If you look at kids nowadays, you can't even talk to your own kids.
Yeah.
Or you can't sit on a dining table and speak to one another.
Discussion, yeah.
Before, a family can sit together and have dinner.
Yeah.
Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
Everybody will talk about themselves. Now, a kid cannot even do homework without looking into a phone or eating without even looking for a video or something on their TikTok. They're all good, but it's actually killing us now.
Yeah.
And then also, in addition to that, I have 2 points actually, but toggling off of that, it also just makes it harder because we're now moving from a place of just social media into more virtual reality,
Exactly.
which makes things even worse. And so social media kind of created a bit of social anxiety in addition to COVID. Let me not leave that out. So it's all compounded. And I feel like even with just not our generation, but even the younger generation, there's a lot of social anxiety. And so when you look into it, it's harder to form relationships with other people outside of social media, outside of the virtual space. And I feel like that's kind of affecting the authenticity of forming, meeting people authentically outside. And so that's another thing that I think is a major problem with social media, virtual reality. But a positive that I wanted to add is that, as a girl, sometimes I think social media is nice because you can get ideas that you can share with like your partner about things that you would like to do or like you're interested. So if you know how to use it properly, or just know how to use it, you can get some good from it as well. So.
Which I agree with that stuff, but also I disagree on some part. Because now if we look at marriages, because they bring social media into marriages doesn't last no more.
Yeah.
People don't take the time to get to know their partners.
Yeah.
Before, if you got to know somebody or if you want to talk to somebody or go out with somebody, you meet them face to face. You talk. You get a vibe before you even connect with anything else.
Yeah.
Now, social media has become so popular, you can just go on there and date anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sex has become
Normal.
no, exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody, even the way they dress, yes, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I like to see the beauty of a female or a woman, but sometimes it's too much. It's like, it's okay if you don't even have any clothes on, all because of the name of social media. It was like, we are looking for partners, wives,
Yeah.
not drag queens and prostitution.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Drag queens.
So if you don't, that's what is going on. Now you can't tell the difference between a man and the woman, because everybody dressed the same.
Yeah.
They kind of talk the same.
And they post it on social media.
Exactly.
And you see it.
And
you wanna
your
do the
kids, you'll be
same.
watching, or you put a channel there for your kid to watch, and all these things are distracting. Or you see something that your kids will do. You don't even know where they got it from. I'm saying. So my whole thing is not, they have good parts, which is okay, but it breaks relationship. 99.9% now, marriages don't last more than 2 years. Unless
Crazy.
unless the person had a great background or from back home or have a strict family.
I want to interject with that. I don't
Okay.
think that relationships or marriages are lasting or shorter in duration because of social media. I think it's a variety of other factors. And when it comes to dating, you can date through social media, but it really depends on your intention and how you approach it. So you can, for example, right, you meet someone on Instagram or something, not saying are social, what's the name, dating websites included, or can we exclude those?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because those are kind of part of it. Yeah,
Right.
so let's say you meet someone on a social, Instagram or a dating website.
Yeah.
You'll talk, first comments or just like introducing yourself. And then if you're interested and you're intentional, you'll suggest a date.
Yeah.
And then from there on, you can meet each other. So I feel like in a way, social media kind of also, or like that also helps you to filter out who's worth your time and who
Exactly.
not. So I don't think that like just because, I don't think that's a negative per se. It just really depends on like the intention of the person and how you approach it. So I feel like a lot of it is more about your intent and how you approach things. When it comes to children, that's a different matter altogether. But
I heard what you said, and it's true, right? But nowadays, most of the guys go on social media, see the girls how they dress. That's the reason why
Yeah.
they like them.
Exactly.
So you can have good intentions, but what you see attracts you.
Correct.
So when I see something on social media that you've been posting, even though maybe I might not like girls like that, but just because I'm seeing what I'm seeing, I'll pretend to like you just to get what I'm trying to get.
Correct.
So it depends on your intentions, but sometimes it's what you see that changes your intentions to the bad one. So I mean, some people get boyfriends and girlfriends that they are married for a longer time period than even people that met like from family and all that, but how's the percentage like? Because sometimes, most of the time, it's just because how the girl is dressed. That's why I'm trying to date her.
So right now, it's like more of the pros and cons involved.
Correct.
Yeah,
Because
but
men basically are dogs. Period. We see what we see. We go for
That's
what
what
we
we
have.
go for.
The way you will present yourself as a female is the way we're going to approach you.
And
Or
that
how
is
we're
how
gonna
we're going to
go for-
stay with.
Exactly. So whatever you're going to come with,
Okay.
or however you dressed, is however I'm going to treat you.
yeah.
Does it make sense?
So, okay, we're going to make this clear. So, do you think that social media being involved with our like modern dating or in our relationships right now, is it a bad thing? Is it yes or no? Like, just like yes or no? You think it's bad? Or something?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Why do I say that? Because now they've made things easy.
Okay.
Nobody want to go out anymore. Everybody want to stay in front of their phones or computers, so they don't socialize.
Exactly.
The socialize comes on a computer or phone or something like that. So basically, you knew the person.
Yeah.
Okay. I seen, like Abner said, it's true. I will see something I like. I talk to you about it, or we chat a couple of times, and then if
Yeah.
it suits me, then I'll go on a date with you.
Yeah.
But now, here's the case. I read your profile. You read mine. So I got to fit in that profile for you. Women are just like eggs. We, the men, we tell you what you need to hear. So I've read your profile. I know what you're thinking or what you're looking for.
Yep.
So I got to fit in that shoes for you.
What if I don't have a profile? What if it's just my name there?
Your picture
Your
is
name
saying
will be there.
everything.
What
Your
if I
picture
don't
will
have
be
my
there.
picture there?
No, but even if your picture is not there, social media nowadays or dating sites need something to match you.
Okay, so what if it's not a dating site, and it's like Instagram,
yeah, I guess.
where we are just posting
So
random stuff?
what's the purpose of
Instagram.
having it then? So that means it's not gonna have an impact
Because I
on
know
any relationship.
I feel like some people just have like Instagram. They don't even post anything.
Nothing.
Correct.
So that,
Like I said, I was talking to. I apologize.
no problem.
I was talking to a friend of mine earlier, and what has happened. I was telling them how beauty attracts a female or a woman. When a man is looking for a wife or a girlfriend or a partner, your smile matters. Your character matters. Your attitude matters. So if I see a picture on Instagram or Facebook, yes, it doesn't have a lot of your information there, but your picture attracts me. So now I want to get to know you.
Yeah.
So then I'll text you or write to you. You're going to respond. Through that conversation, our site can know what you like or what you're about. Or the pictures that you posted will tell me the type of person you is. So then, whatever picture you have, whether Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat or whatever the case might be, will tell me what type of person you are.
So what
and they'll give me a
what
approach.
about you meet me in person?
That is what we don't have anymore. I meet you in person. I already psych you.
But when you meet me in person,
Correct.
and then you see how I am. This is the stuff that I like. Is it not like similar to what you're saying right now?
It is similar.
Okay.
But I didn't get a chance to know you.
Okay.
When I see you in person, there's one mind and one idea. I've already programmed my head. This girl look this kind of way. I like this about her. I like that about her. There's two things. Either I'm wanting sex or I want to date you. Now, I see you in person. We talk. I present myself in a way for you to be okay or like me back. And then,
It's just like I'm gonna interject.
or you know what I'm saying, to fit in a category
Yeah.
or through the speech or
Whatever
the
you're
conversation
looking
that we had, I'll fit myself in there.
But you know, like I've seen a couple of people, like couples who they're like, oh, we met on Facebook, and here we are today. They've been married for years.
How many years was that?
I mean,
Social media was just now coming out, but right now,
I
social
feel
media.
like it's just giving us a lot of connectivity.
It does. And I think, again, like it goes beyond just social media, because if a relationship is going to last, it's not just social media that's going to make it determine if it's going to last or not. It's a lot of stuff. There's red flags. There's people's, behaviors, their attitude. It goes beyond it. But what I was like, okay, I was laughing because what you're saying is very, when you're saying men are dogs, it's like, wow. So like you're studying the person's profile to study who they are, to basically formulate yourself into who they might be interested in order to get their attention. That's what it's sounding like. So in that way, kind of makes social media sound a little like scary, because like
In reality, go to social media and see. If I'm wrong, they'll tell you, or you will see it. Your post or what you wear will define the type of person you are. You can be decent on there.
Yeah.
That is fine. But when I talk to you, like I said, women, they are very easy. You got to learn how to talk to a woman or pay attention. Things that they are lacking is what you have to. They're very vulnerable. So when I say men are dogs, I'm not saying just like they're going there just to look for sex or anything like that. But your presentation as a female will determine what I want from you. Does that make sense?
No. I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying that what I get from it is that, because I've heard it before, where a lot of times, like, guys won't, let's say a guy will follow you on Instagram or Snapchat, but they're interested in you. They'll study you for like a year or two just to
Exactly.
see how you
do your
present,
stuff.
how you pose, all these
Correct.
things. And then based off of that, like, I know a lot of guys who will become someone else
Correct.
because of what they see, because they want you to be interested. They can
In
get
the-
whatever it is they want to
Correct.
get.
Yeah.
And then down the line,
They just drop it.
exactly. They drop the facade.
Correct.
So I think that's what I'm saying. That's kind of scary, because it's like, dang, so like you're really just inauthentic and you're just
Yeah.
pretending to be someone by
I know.
studying me.
So yeah, you said something about women, but I feel like men are also very scary. Like what Abna is saying, they can pose to be somebody they are not, just going for what they want.
I agree. But like I said,
that's crazy.
it is crazy.
And then you just drop the person, Meanwhile, the girl they are just presenting who they are. Maybe they are not what they post out there. You know, some people go through a whole lot. Sometimes they just post something that they see on there and then they want to belong. You know, but deep down, getting to meet them, they're not like that in real life.
You know, one thing in life, the most dangerous people on earth when it comes to
Don't
cheating
say women.
are women.
Why?
They can cheat without you
And
knowing.
you never know.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, but it's not only in dating, even
No, no.
married. Yeah.
Even that. They are a woman can break you or can make you.
you.
Yep.
Okay? Social media have done a lot good things, which I don't,
Like,
which I like.
okay.
And there's some things that I don't like either.
Yeah.
Majority of breakups in relationships or marriages or dating, all of it had to do with social media.
I agree.
I promise you.
I agree.
When you're a female or when you're a woman, you don't see that part.
Yeah.
Because you had to be married.
Yeah.
This is more than what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? So you come out, you're very vulnerable.
Yeah.
Looking for somebody to love you.
Yeah.
The thing about it is that somebody will love you by your presentation. Somebody will love you by the way you're walking. Somebody will love you by the way you smile or do things or your character.
Yeah.
You cannot, a wise woman once told me, you cannot find the truth color of a female or a male until you live with them for over 10 years.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It takes a whole village.
Exactly. So I'm not really ganging on social media as a bad thing. But if I feel, like I said, if you're gonna be okay, it starts with a female. If you're not gonna be okay, it starts with a female. You know what I'm saying? If they can modify it and know what they have, social media can also help.
Yeah.
But they go and learn these things that they bring into relationships.
Yeah.
That's causing us.
Okay. So I think you said something about some of the bad stuff about this whole topic.
Yeah.
So would you say that social media in our current style of dating or relationships, has brought like some sort of jealousy or trust issues among partners? Would you say that?
Yeah, I would say yeah. Because there's a lot of people that rely on social media a lot these days
Correct.
in their relationship. And I mean, you already be in a relationship, but you go and see a picture of somebody else that you will start to like always anytime the person posts. Let's say you're like, I have a girlfriend who always is liking a male, like let's say another guy's picture, always. And do you think I'm gonna be okay with that? I'm not. But at first, like the olden days, there's nothing to like until you say something.
Correct.
Right? So now, like, I think it has, because it's easier that, like, for us to find out that way. Because if you like it, let's say I'm just going through pictures and I find this same guy's picture and I see your name on it. And I'm like, maybe you know him, right? So I'll go to his profile. That's me trying to, like, investigate.
Correct.
Trying to act like, oh, it's cool, but I'm still investigating. That's jealousness right there. So I go through his pictures and I find your name on every single picture. And as girls are jealous the same way guys are jealous, I'll tell you, if a guy likes you, and no way no guy is talking to you that he's not going to feel in a type of way.
Okay, so I'm going to pose a question right there. So the fact that I'm dating you means I can like other guys' pictures? Or it can be consistent?
No.
What if you're friends?
So I mean, your friend is different. I'm just talking about somebody. I mean, if he's
Friend is
your
not
friend,
different.
No. Even if he's your friend, maybe one day you'll talk about him.
No.
Or something.
Friends are not different.
So if
I think he knows what he's
see,
saying.
my perspective in going into a relationship is I have to let you know the people I hang out with.
Okay.
And at least try to let me know the people you hang out with. Last time we were talking about your partner trying, like, sometimes can be your saving grace because
Oh, yeah.
they will save you from other friends that they don't have good
Yeah,
intentions for you.
exactly.
So if you don't let me know that from the beginning, or let's say the 2, 3, 4 months, a year in the relationship, and I keep saying this is where communication comes in. When I ask about it, don't think I'm jealous. Just answer me. Let me try to help me understand what's going on. Because if you don't, that's when I start thinking. And when people start to think, it doesn't help nobody.
Yeah.
So I think it has bring a lot of jealousness into people a lot just because of what we see our partners doing on there. So yeah.
And also, I would like to add on to that in the sense that if, for example, your partner is liking certain people, like let's say I have a boyfriend, right? He's liking certain women's pictures that don't look like me. Like they don't have the same body type as me. They look nothing like me. And he's following a lot of these girls. He's liking a lot of their photos. Naturally you're starting to feel a little insecure because you're like, okay, so why are you am I really your type? Why are you with me? But then you're liking girls who are so different. And so in addition to jealousy, it also can perpetuate a cycle of insecurity because now you're questioning yourself, you're questioning your partner and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the mental health when you're dating somebody comes in. Because at that point, when you start to feel insecure in that relationship, that's when it's it starts to drain you.
But what brings that insecurity though?
That's what she said.
Not just that.
You get maybe jealous or something.
No, before a person can be jealous, what brings jealousy? Let's talk in that
act?
topic. No. If you're my partner and I go comment somebody else's pictures and I can tell you how beautiful you are or how handsome you look, then I start questioning myself. It's not just liking the picture though. That's why I said you cannot have friends and date. Your girlfriend or your spouse should be your friend.
Yeah.
Because one, it causes a lot of problems. A lot of problems. One, you're going to talk to that person. You're going to like their picture. You're going to tell them how they look. Maybe their body shape is different than mine. Now you're not telling me, but you're paying more attention to that.
Yep.
But you're not paying attention to me. Okay? So now insecurity comes when I'm not getting the affection from you.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
No, I think you can get the affection from the person, but if the person is following a lot of people who don't look like you, it'll raise questions because it's let's say I'm black, right? And then my boyfriend's following all these Latina girls and he's liking certain types of pictures, certain types of looks that I don't, carry or don't look like. It'll make me question because it's okay, you say I'm beautiful, but then you like a lot of this and not a lot of people look like me.
Correct. But why are you paying attention to that? Whatever you're seeing, why aren't you investing that in your partner? This is where the problem is.
Okay, but what if the person or those kind of people, your partner is liking their pictures, look like you?
That's still a problem.
So
Why are you looking?
let me say one thing right here. I have a question, and for you to think, just because even you are getting the affection from him, right?
Right.
For you to think just because he's liking, commenting, you feeling insecure, isn't it your own mindset or your own mind that is making you feel that way, knowing your boyfriend or your girlfriend loves you, like how you are? Just maybe you've seen something that is nice. Doesn't mean just because I have a girlfriend I can't say nothing about it. That's what I'm saying. So sometimes it depends on the individual. You think about it too much that sometimes it's not what it is. But you make it how it is, and now you are feeling that insecurity, and it's gonna hurt you, not me.
Before that would happen, there had to be some actions. Nothing will happen without actions, right?
Yeah.
You cannot tell me, okay, because I look at this person's picture and I liked it, is the reason why you're upset.
Yeah.
There's something that I have to do or I will do to get your attention to see, oh, you're not paying me attention. Or how you look at this picture and the way you look at it. Or this and that and exactly. So a person will not just get up and be jealous. That's why I said your best friend and your friend have to be your spouse. When you have that, then there will be respect. There will be communication.
Yep.
The person know who you are. It's very easy I can go out with you and I see somebody or a female going, they'll look, oh, babe, this girl is pretty. She will know who you are. So there won't be anything. You understand? But if you're not doing that, or the female can go with you as a guy, hey, that's a tall gentleman. You have a nice body, which is amazing.
Yep.
It's a compliment. You can give those when you have understanding and respect. But when that is not there, and you're paying too much attention, complimenting your other fellow man, or a person that looks like your man or your woman, and you're not complimenting yours, that is a problem.
Okay.
Right.
So nobody will you won't just get up and just be
Upset,
jealous.
insecure, yep.
Something had to happen.
Okay.
Something that you're not giving me, but you're giving to somebody, create that jealousy.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think I saw something some time ago on Facebook.
Okay.
And because of that, I would want to say I may be correct, and I can be wrong too. I feel like social media somehow has helped some of the couples to know whether their partners have been cheating on them or not. Because I saw this post, like this, I don't know, some girl posted a picture with their butt sticking up. And then this married man, you know how sometimes social media, when you follow somebody and they comment on somebody's stuff, then it shows up on your feed or whatever.
Correct. Suggestions.
So I saw this married man typing some crazy stuff under this girl's post just because she saw a big butt sticking out there. And then in my head, I was like, so if the wife is on this platform, she's going to know. And how is she going to feel about it?
Go get a butt done. This is what is causing a lot of problems. No, I'm serious. I'm serious.
Really?
Many people are getting their boobs, their butts,
Yeah.
their butts, or their lips, or everything.
See, this person that I'm talking about, their wife, they have all of that.
Maybe it's not enough for them. Or
It
their
is
parents.
huge. It is huge.
No, seriously.
Maybe it's because of age. But you know, sometimes these men, they want younger. When they feel like, oh, now I want a younger person. You know, some of the Ghanaians say young blood or something. Yeah, they
Some
want
of the
fresh
Ghanaians
blood.
say that. Well,
they want it in there. Yeah,
it's
'cause
not-
this person I'm talking about, their wife, they have all the goods and all that. So why are you commenting on these people's posts?
This is why in a relationship, you have to take the time to date, not on social media. Go on a date, mingle with a person, live with a person, go on trips, vacations with them. Get to
How
know the
long
person.
should you know somebody before you even say I do with them?
Listen, if a guy sees you, the first 90 days to 6 months, if they want to be with you, they know it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, men, they
If
know
don't wanna
what
be
they
with you,
want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If they don't
Yeah,
want to be
they
with
just
you,
be playing
they
around.
know that too.
if it's not you.
Exactly. So if you are with a
Just
guy,
drop you.
exactly. If you are with a guy for more than a year, and they still call you babe, no ring, no proposal, please dump.
Yeah, I think age is
It's
also a factor
serious.
too. Like, you know, when you're younger, it's a little longer because you also need financial stability
yeah.
too. So
I think
Yeah.
I disagree a little bit. That so what you're saying is there's a time limit on that. That's what you're saying.
Women expires, men does not.
No, but I'm just trying to see if
No.
I know that. I know they're gonna say no. That
that's
is
not
why.
true.
No, that is true. Scientifically, that is true.
Women expire?
Yes, and I'll explain that.
Yeah.
Women go to a
At
certain
50?
age.
Are you talking about menopause?
No,
no, I think it's talking about like what it's like the age thing about like when men start to like not look or I don't know like
Oh
their
my God, body
options go
begins to sag or what?
No, all of that.
Men
But-
sag too.
Yeah.
their body sag too.
Wait.
No, we're getting defensive.
You can get defensive, but it is true.
That's what
It
it
is
is.
true. It is true.
Okay.
When a woman passes
Explain.
the age of 30, sometimes it's very difficult for the woman to have a baby.
Well,
True or false?
I think well it depends. It's scientifically it's harder, but it's depends
Yeah.
on the person too.
Exactly.
yeah.
That's what I
in your
said.
lifestyle.
Correct. Regardless, a woman past 30, it's hard for them to have a baby. Okay. Men nowadays, back then, if a man had to marry somebody, the age difference is little huge. Because one, when a woman have a baby, one or two, they tend to grow at the same age or the same level as the man. Does it make sense? Okay. Once that you have a baby, your body develops in different ways.
Okay.
So you look a little older.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're looking for a woman, and the man comes for you, and you check the age around the same age, majority of the time that relationship doesn't work. Because by the time you have a baby, one or two, now you're looking old, two of them. So now they got to look for a younger one. You know what I'm saying? So it would be advisable if you look for somebody that's a little older than you. It's the reason why I said men does not expire, but women. A man can be 70-year-old and still catch up with a 30-year-old.
I mean,
Does it make sense?
yeah.
Exactly.
But we don't expire. Don't use that word.
Yeah, expired.
That word to me is
That's
too
why you
harsh.
wanted to kill me.
We don't aspire.
I apologize.
You know
for
we're
that.
expensive.
Very.
Yeah,
Very.
we're precious.
Very.
You know, without men, without women,
We are
men,
nothing.
not
We
nothing.
agree with that. No.
You're something, but not complete.
No. You can never be something without a female being there. Because you can work your whole entire life and be a hard worker and do whatever, provide whatever you want to provide.
Yeah.
But you can never make a home.
Well,
You spend money unnecessary. But if you have a woman and the right one by you, they give you what you need to get a home, to buy a car, to buy this, they give you a purpose to live. So you guys have a good things around,
Thank you.
but you just got to know how to provide that,
Yeah.
how to bring that out of you.
Yeah.
you know, this is one of the problems I have because men, they know how to say what you want to hear.
I mean, isn't that what you guys want? That's what you guys want.
Hey, didn't I just say that a few minutes ago?
Say that here.
You want the man to tell you you look beautiful, and he's telling you. You want the man to tell you, oh, yeah, I like how you smell.
But if we don't look good, we want you to say it.
I mean, we say
Maybe
that one, but
I'll
sometimes
tell you.
You see,
Even if your breath stink, I'll tell you that.
sometimes the women take it offensive.
Correct.
So just because you're just saying it, oh, I think today how you look wasn't. But sometimes you guys look defensive. So that's why we have to a little bit lie to make you feel comfortable.
That one I'll disagree with you. It depends on the way you come out. There's some men that are very detective. They just tell you as it is. When you hear the words, you just want to kill yourself.
I know.
But there's a way, like you said, the way I spoke to you, or the way I said this. Okay, that's when I said women expire. You see how you came out? But after explaining it and putting it in a way
Women
that
supporting women.
exactly. But guess what? Men don't know how to. Majority of them don't know how to approach a female.
Well,
That is what brings the problem. If you know how, whether the person have problems or can cook or can't even clean or whatever the case is, you can fix that. It just depends the way you approach the issue.
I get it, right?
he's like, you didn't let me end.
Yeah, I get it, right? But the way women, their mindset is fixed, it's like you can say it in the sweetest form ever you can say it. But she'll go back in the room and start thinking what you just. That's how you guys are. That's how you guys. Even I can say it the nicest way, the loving way that everybody will be like that. Like, wow. But they still go back because of the expectation that like what they are trying to present to their husband or their boyfriend. So it feel like they feel hurt just because you are the one saying it.
Can I ask you a question? If their mind was programmed that way, how do you get into their pants?
How do you? Like how? I don't
How
really get
can
it.
you get a woman to fall in love with you and do what you want?
See, what I'm saying is way different because how women are. If I'm lying, tell me.
I'm listening.
Your husband or your boyfriend can tell you, oh, today I didn't like how you dress in the nicest way. But just because of how you want to present yourself to him or how you want him to see you, if you feel a little bit hurt when you are alone, you think about it like, oh, I didn't want him to see me this way. I didn't want him to see that this is how I look or that. I always want to present myself in the highest form for him just alone.
Well, I also feel like that is it depends on the stage.
Which is right. What you're saying is okay. But your approach is the problem. Listen, a woman can do whatever they want to please you. That's their job. So they can attract to you. Now, the thing about men, especially if they want something or did something that they don't like, including myself. I'm not excluding myself. The way the approach will come out or the way the tonation will come out will piss the female off already. So whatever you said, it doesn't go through. So they go back home or go back to their room and they start thinking about it. This is where they get defensive.
But what about those who say in the nicest way?
How do you say nice?
I think it's the ego. Like, your ego can be bruised a little bit. It's like the same thing goes with men. Like, your ego get bruised and you'll be defensive because, like, really, like, you need to process
like,
it.
I get what you're saying, but it's not fair for you to put it as 100%. That's how it is to everybody.
I put it in 100% simply because
that's not how people, like, a lot of men are.
Women are very fragile. You make them. You can turn a prostitute to be a homemaker. It's the way you make it. It's the way you approach it. Men were made to lead. So whoever, you're the head, they're the tail. However they're going to follow you, it's your instructions. So even though you wear something that I didn't like or something that I've seen today, you're off. I'll compliment you and I'll leave it alone. Now, when you're in good terms or when you're happy, then I'll come back. Hey, babe, you saw what you wore the other time? It was beautiful. But guess what? I didn't like it because of this and that and that. They will not be offended. But when they're trying to please you to make you happy, and then you just turn the happiness of like, we're crying effect. This is not even cute. Or, babe, today, nah. You kill the vibe. You got to find a way to approach it. Me, I always say this. I go where it's right. If you're wrong, I'll tell you. But the way I am and the way I do things, I feel like we the men, we have a lot ways to go and learn. But because of our ego, we don't listen much from the female because we feel like their job is to have babies in kitchen and all that stuff. But majority of the sense, like I said, you can make it through a female. You can not make it through a female too. But it all depends on the way you approach that or the way you make the person feel. If a woman would cheat on you, it depends on the way you make that person feels.
Well,
and if a woman will stay with you, it also depends.
Okay, so this is a question to the women. Since what I'm trying to get here is, are you guys like? Do you guys have these expectations towards, like for yourself towards your boyfriend or your girlfriend? Do you guys have that you want to present you, like you want to give him the best?
Correct.
Do you guys have that in your back of your head?
Like if I like, like my boyfriend, if I like someone, like I really, I'm in a relationship, I really like the person. I want to be my best self. I want to present like my best self.
Yeah. So that's when what I'm trying to say comes in. Because sometimes it's like how I'm trying to present myself to you.
That's not how I like it.
Yeah. So I feel like, I couldn't do what I was supposed to do for him.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying.
You don't want to be in a relationship with a man and then you know how this person wants their partner to come out like. You know how they want their partner to look like. So at that point, everything you do is like, this is the goal.
But you guys have your own expectations before the man's expectations
of how we want to appear in your eyes.
You want to present yourself to your husband, how you want to treat your husband, even when you serve the food and everything and you kind of feel like he wasn't appreciative. Sometimes you guys take the blame a little bit, even though it's not your fault.
About food, sometimes you do something like so special, and then you want them to be like, "Oh, I was not expecting that." And if they like, "Oh, you brought it. Oh, cool," and you're like, "That's
See what I'm saying?" Women tend to do everything special for their spouse, but men do it occasionally. That's why when men don't really buy flowers, sometimes the woman will be like, I already know how he is. But sometimes, like, let's say your friends are coming home, right? You have friends coming home. in your head, you know your wife is already gonna cook. Just because your friends are coming, they're gonna stay there for like 5 hours. So let's say they come and there's no food. How are you gonna feel?
Well,
There.
before my friends comes, that's you see, there's let me talk on these 2 chapters first, because you hit a nerve that really aggravates me when a man says that. And I'm not citing the women as well, but I made mention of this, and I'll mention it again so you can get it, or anybody who's watching this can get it. Women are fragile. You teach them. It's like a kid that you have. You raise that kid to be what you want the kid to be. The same with a woman. You teach them. You don't instruct them. There's a difference between teaching and instructing.
You commanding them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, respect is given in order to get one back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I come home with my friends and my woman, I expect her to cook, and she didn't cook. Now, that is my job to cover her danger. So what I'm going to do, either I go in and find out the reason why, leave my friends over there, I'll order out. I'll come back and tell you, my woman is not feeling good. That's why this happened, so we're going to eat out. And when y'all leave, me and my woman going to have a
See,
talk.
that's what I just said. What I was saying wasn't the public eye. It's just between you guys. So that's when you come back home, because
But you
women
have
always
to.
want to do everything like all 100%.
Correct.
That's why you have a problem with her now.
Correct. Because everything had to be 100% the way she want me to see her. So if I'm not seeing it, like she said, there's no compliments. I'll surprise you. One day I'll come home and bring flowers. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. And 100 years later, I won't bring
Yeah.
one. Now,
Yeah.
the woman will cook for those 100 years,
Yeah.
serve me for those 100 years, feed me, clothe me, wash my clothes, including my kids. On top of that, whenever I want sex, I'm on top of her. How many times do you let the female know or the woman knows I appreciate you?
That's
How many times did you say thank you?
That's what I'm saying. Men
Wait,
are
I
like
got
that.
you. They're not like that.
Men are-
They are not like that.
Okay.
It's their ego.
Okay.
You can learn the same way
Okay.
the female had to learn.
Okay.
But the problem is this. Men, I would say men, Africans,
Some men.
no, Africans, period.
Okay.
They are the type that want to sit in the house. Correct. Anybody think I'm lying? Bring yourself out because I'll prove you wrong.
Okay.
They are the type that want to sit home or go to work. The woman went to work the same way and came home. But just
Still
because
gotta cook.
you came home first and she's not here, you come sit down and open the TV and watch.
Watch. Yeah.
And expect her to come, cook, put her bag down, cook, serve you, take care of the kids, clean the house, wash your dirty clothes and underwears, and there's no thank you.
Yeah.
Now you expect me, you as a man, let's put it, the table have turned. You did that for her, not even a thank you, and then you go bring your lazy ass friends to come for me to cook for them? It ain't happening. I don't care what you brought to the house. It ain't happening. I won't cook it. Because guess what? You yourself is a problem.
Yeah.
I'm babysitting you. I'm cooking for you. You're not helping me.
Now
I'm
you
taking care of the
bring
kids.
you
I'm
bring in
cleaning up.
friends too.
And then you bring that up. I won't cook.
Yeah.
Then after that, when they eat and leave, I got to stay and wash the dishes and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
See, that's why I'm saying some, because it's not every African
Oh,
man.
it is.
See, that-
I am an African too, but I'm Americanized.
Do you? So there is some, because I don't do what you're saying.
That's the new generation we have now.
Gen Z.
If right now, so like me, if right now I feel like I'm the one who came home 1st, I'm not gonna wait, and whilst I'm still hungry, and wait for you to come from work. And
You're gonna die.
Nah, knowing somebody you said you love is tired from work.
Yeah.
You came home like 2 hours ago, and you kind of feel like, so me, I would do it. That's why I keep saying some men, because some people do it as I'm saying right now. Because I used to live with this man that he would cook like almost every single day. Almost every single day.
I'll cook for my wife anytime.
That's
Don't call
what-
me in the middle of the night, I'm coming out.
So you are not a man.
Because guess what? When I need that sex, you're not closing the door.
Door.
So, okay,
I'm serious.
so I have a question there. So when you need sex, there's no closing that door. And do you care about what if she says I'm not in the mood? Do you care about that? Her decision to say that to you? Do you respect that enough that you're not gonna force it on her?
Boy, if you're not in the mood, I'll go find her somewhere.
You're wrong for that.
I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not wrong. All right.
Okay, what if the woman is going through your menstrual?
That's fine. I agree with you.
That aside.
That, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Okay, I am not in the mood.
No.
So you just want the woman to just lay
does not,
flat.
no, that's a problem. I don't want no missionaries. I need participation. Now, this is the problem.
Okay.
Among these generations now.
Okay.
Now, and I said I'll explain that. Simply because you being sick or being your period or all this stuff
Different.
or gone to work and know that you have extra baggages, you're not in the right mind to do all that stuff. I agree. But there's some of these women that sit there and play on their phone knowing that you're hungry or you need it. Exactly. And then she playing on the phone just, hi, you look cute.
Hey, friend, are we meeting up
And
tomorrow?
knowing that all this while, my hands is going around you, showing you a signal that I want something, you going to tell me you're tired?
But what if she's not?
She's just
in
not
the mood?
interested in it. Like,
Well, go somewhere that has,
so I-
someone who's interested. Are you going to that?
nah,
You want to bet?
that's crazy.
No,
Are you gonna tell me you're always in the mood?
I'm not always in the mood.
So
but
if
you didn't get my point.
so you're gonna give it to her.
You're not getting my point, though.
Okay, let me get
You're
it.
not getting my point.
Let me get.
If you're sick, if you're on your messes, you went to work,
Okay,
something happened. I agree with you.
bonus.
But you want to stay on social media and
What
tell
if
me
the,
dumb shit
what
like
if the
that?
girl is not staying on social media, but they're just not in the mood?
I just
I
told
think
you
that's
that.
what he's trying
I
to
just
say.
told you that.
But you
I gave you the example.
he's
Like
still
how?
he's still on it.
No.
You're gonna just
Listen,
pounce
when
on
you
them?
want it, when a female wants sex from you, and you tell them, I'm not in the mood, you know what first thing that comes from their mind?
What?
You got
Cheating.
something?
Exactly my point. You're cheating.
Yeah.
So you want it when you want it. Why can't I get it when I want it?
You know that women, even when they're cheating on their partner, even if it's marriage or just dating, and they're cheating on their partners, and you want to do something with them, and they tell you they're not in the mood, and you just think, oh,
What are the
'cause
reasons
women,
why? Give
women
me-
can still cheat, and then they're gonna come to their husbands and or partners and act as if nothing happened, and they're still gonna provide you whatever you need. They're just gonna provide you.
That's
with
their job. A female can have sex
So
now.
that cannot
and
come in your mind, like,
a female
they're
can have sex
cheating.
now and turn around and 2 seconds later have sex
Still have
again.
sex, yeah.
A man cannot.
So who can?
A female, a woman can. A man cannot.
In a row?
Yes.
How?
Like when the sperm released, technically it takes 7 days for a man to
Okay.
get their strength back.
Okay, teach us.
Not just that. Now, not being lazy and also getting interested in that or the way the person is going to make you feel. You can go 2-3 rounds before the night is over, but not back to back. Not having sex now and 5 seconds later, you're having sex again. It doesn't happen unless the man is on drugs. Anybody that says otherwise is a lie. A female can have sex now and 2 seconds later have sex again and come. That's their job. That's the way God will make
That's
them.
their job.
Correct.
I feel they're like a machine.
They are. They don't get tired.
Wow.
Really?
You're correct.
Okay. No, I don't even know.
Because I thought you was going to go there. I was going to ask you questions.
Okay.
Because guess what? If you go on Kofax, you can find a female that can do 5 to 10 guys
Yeah, at the
before the
same-
night is over.
Even at the same time.
From one side to the other. They're made like that. It's a gift that God gave them. We don't have that. But let me go back to your statement that you made. What made you tired or not in the mood.
Maybe you were stressed. You were just overthinking. Family issues like.
I said that. All those things
So because
aside,
of that, I am not in the mood.
I will agree with that.
Okay.
So your problem is her being on social media instead of
No,
being
not
on
just
That's
social
right.
media. You're sitting here knocking the door on. You went to work, you come home. We all went to work, we come home.
Oh.
But I want that you're going to tell me no.
But sometimes you just
Why am I there with you? Then I'll go somewhere and get it.
Okay.
It's plain and simple.
Wow.
I'll tell you too.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie about
You
that.
tell him.
No.
Nah,
you
tell
must
the
not
wife.
talk about
Okay.
the
I was like, you're gonna teach
No,
him.
no, I'll let you know.
Okay.
This is, listen, women,
Okay.
women
What
tend
if
to
you
do that
tell
a
me
lot.
you're going to get your other option, and I'm like, no, you're not going anywhere.
So what changed then?
We're
happened?
gonna stay in the
Nah,
room.
she's
We're gonna pray.
still not gonna give it to you. That's what she
We're gonna
said.
pray.
We will go.
We're gonna pray. I'm gonna
Listen,
lock you in that room.
There's a lot of ways you can get out from the house without even.
So how would you feel if the roles were reversed and she did that?
That
to
is
you?
what I was gonna ask.
that's
And she
right.
told you to go find somebody else.
That's why I asked you
Men
earlier.
get so defensive and especially when they see that their girls or their wives are starting to look other way.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what is going on? This guy friend of hers. I'm starting to feel insecure. Men
jealous.
and they're like, I don't want to see you together with them
I
anymore.
thought we spoke about that.
Yeah, but now she's talking
no.
about with all that you're saying,
No.
the table being turned upside
wait.
down.
The table being turned upside down. That's not what I'm talking about. What you just said about the jealousy. I thought we spoke about that.
We did.
Okay, what did we say?
Well, now we're saying that in connectivity to what you were
what will
saying.
make the guy jealous?
Something happened.
Exactly my point. If that thing that ain't happened, there's a proverb in our language.
I'm not sure that men get so like.
Bibi anko kan papa and jichirede.
What is? Men get so
If
territorial.
something don't
than
touch a
women.
fan, it doesn't set on fire.
Exactly.
That's it.
So the whole point is, before I'll be jealous, you gotta do something I didn't like.
Yeah.
Or you gotta give an attention somewhere that I didn't like. Then I'll bring it up.
Yeah.
But other than that, we cool. But I do not understand the fact that there ain't
You're
nothing
not
wrong
in the
with you. And you gonna let me knock? I'm not.
But my question is, you didn't answer my question. I'm saying if the roles were reversed.
Exactly.
Like she said she's gonna go mess somebody else because they're
Exactly.
not giving it to
You're
her.
gonna let her?
How would you feel? What would you do in that setting?
Let me let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. You know, majority of these women get what they want out of their guy without even them opening their mouth. If you know how to work on your guy. If you have a man and you know how to handle your man, you won't even open your mouth, you get what you want. And that's the problem we have nowadays. Women don't take the time to learn things about their men. I said all these things, and everybody is getting heated. But guess what? And everybody is acting otherwise.
Yeah.
Listen, sex is a big part in a relationship. I promise you. It is part of it. It makes majority of the relationship. What I'm saying is, if you know as a female how to please me, I don't need to tell you no. You understand? If I'm not getting it from you, or if I'm not getting the right way,
Yeah.
or how I want it, if I teach you and you're not learning, I'll go somewhere else. There's no two ways about
I
that.
feel like-
Now, the female that you're saying goes the other way. Let me answer that for you. I don't see the reason why you come to me unless the person doesn't want that. Okay? And the men that don't want or will turn you away that they don't want sex from you, is either cheating with somebody else or getting from somebody else.
Or they don't like you no more.
Exactly. Because men love sex.
Always.
So if you come to them, they ain't gonna tear you down. So if a man turns you down, there's so many things. Either one, you're not attracted to them, or some part of you is smelling.
So even with that, and the girl is still saying, I am going out there to look for somebody, what will you do?
I won't do anything.
You're just gonna let me
You
go?
wanna go?
I go.
Go. Because by the time you come,
I'm out
somebody
here.
else there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because
I don't see
why are you getting everything that you need? Sex, everything, and still want to go
providing.
out there? Like
I'm
why?
working hard.
No, because he's saying he wouldn't give it to her. That's the scenario. It's like he say no.
He said he's always gonna. As a man,
No,
they
I
are
didn't say
always
you.
in the mood to give it to
I'm
you.
saying
Right.
men love sex. Men love sex. Period.
Okay.
Now, women, if you know how to please your guy or to get it, you don't have a problem. The man will not tell you no. Because they love it. Now, if you don't know how, or you're not doing something right, and the person tried to teach you and you're still not learning, that's where the problem is. Because why? If you're lying there like a damn tree and want me to just lie on you, it ain't happening.
And
It's other things.
what if you're just trying to make it work?
Then you learn.
Also, like, this kind of makes it seem like sex is for men. Like, sex is for women too. So it's like a mutual thing where, you know, you both got to teach each other.
So
and-
it is, so within a month, I gotta go on a break because you're on your period.
But you need a break.
I don't.
You want to go
I ain't telling you that.
like every
I
day.
ain't tell you that. I did not tell you that.
You don't want to break.
Exactly. I ain't tell you that.
What or what? Machine?
You need a machine.
He's always on the go.
I'm ready whenever you say let's go.
Yeah,
I'm out.
always on green.
But
So
also,
you feel
it's
like
not-
that break, that 1 week or couple of days break is like too long for you.
no, you're not listening. It's not too long. What I'm saying is, I will not have period. So whenever you want, you
breaks.
can get it. I don't give you a break. So
Okay.
what is gonna tell you? What is gonna be for me to come to you and you tell me after your period?
After
you're gonna
all
tell
the
me
breaks.
Exactly. They gonna tell me I'm not in the mood. What sort of nonsense is that?
That's not fair. Though.
Really?
It's not fair.
Nah.
Do you agree with that?
Hell yeah.
In the sense of no. In the sense of what he's saying, in the sense of what he's saying, it makes sense.
Okay.
Like you give me breaks, but I never give you break. Anytime you want it, you get it. But when I want it,
Women-
it's like, oh, I'm not in the mood. You're in your period and all that, and I have
Which
to
is
agree with
okay.
that.
Okay.
But after the period, and you're still not trying to allow us to have the sex. it's like-
Allow. You sound a contract on
You
that.
guys, like, women's like body and cycles, not just the period. Like we're
know.
constantly going through hormonal changes throughout the whole entire
Yes.
month. That's why it's called a cycle.
Which is-
And sometimes, like, if you're not in the mood, it's not just because like you're off your period means that they should give it to you. Like,
I
you
know.
you
No, no.
just not be feeling it. Like,
See that one I
For a
get.
long period of
That
time.
one I
I
get.
get
It. I
that.
get that one. I
I'm
said
not
what
saying-
he's saying. Like when you think
I
about
get all
it,
that.
it makes sense.
Okay.
That's why I agree with that. I mean, I was going back and forth with him with all this, but this one, like how he said, like this in the statement, how he's putting it, it makes sense when you think about
Women
it.
have a lot of
Yeah. Excuses.
No, it's not an excuse.
Okay.
Changes that go through your body. I understand that. I'm not telling you within 31 days, give me sex every day. Does that make sense? I'm not saying when you're not feeling well, I need sex from you. I'm not saying when I come home. Listen, Ghanaians, and I repeat this, Ghanaians. I dated a Ghanaian before, right? You come to the house and you see what they're wearing, attracts you. And it excites your under muscles. They're in the kitchen. You go in there to grab her and get some love.
Yeah.
Oh, Mingale.
Leave me alone.
Oh, China, me could do them one.
Yeah.
What's that? Sex is already done in the night or in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Why can't you just be spontaneous?
So that's when you teach them.
Spontaneous? No, they don't want to learn.
What if they want to?
I mean that one they learn. You teach. They learn.
If a person want to learn, it's not hard. You don't want to talk about
Yeah,
it.
you don't
You're
even-
not even going to talk about
Yeah.
it. But then I'm teaching you and you're going to tell, I'm not in the mood. Nigga, please, I'll go somewhere else.
I feel like sometimes there's also underlying stuff too. Like maybe that's not in a good place, or like I know her needs are not being.
How do you know that?
addressed.
Listen, if I'm driving with you in my car and I feel it, or I give you feelings and you feel it, man, I'm putting my backseat down. We have it.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, you guys like it too. See, one thing I don't
The
like.
way he's saying as if he knows for sure.
I know.
No, one thing.
Quickies are the best.
One thing I don't like.
And release
They're the women
stress.
and we're the men at this point.
No, you see, one thing I don't like about women is
One need the time.
one thing I don't like about women is they like it, they want it,
But they won't say.
but it's like they're trying to let you bring it out of them. Like why?
But I'll bring it out of
You
you.
have to be able to read our
It's
minds.
no problem.
I'm not an AI.
I'm not worried about that. I'll bring it out of you. But this is the problem that we have, though. This only happened with majority of the African women. The ones that are born here or raised here have a different mentality.
Yep.
The ones that are typically coming from Kotoka Street here, they are like that.
Yeah.
Oko pene krampo no. Like the way they will make you struggle before. Now, here in America, you can go and see a female or a woman, beautiful, nice body, nice shape, compliment them. Have a vibe conversation and tell them what you need, and it's happening. Back home, they're not like that. Now, I don't know. My wife will be afraid about instructions. Dating was a problem. I couldn't kiss you in public. I couldn't hold your hand in public. I'm a show boy. That's me. I take my time to find a woman because I don't want to be stepping out there and then I'll leave you in the house or I walk ahead of you. Because if you're my woman, I need to show you off. So I go for the cute. Mentally, beautiful. And so when I step out, they do, oh, Ben, get in the air corner.
Yep.
If I have something, or if I have a car, I'd rather drive a raggedy car and have
drive
you
the new
have
one.
exactly. Simply because that grace or that compliment does not go for you. Because guess what? I'm not an air corner. Everybody knows what's happening. Okay? But when it's Ben's girlfriend, oh, Ben get in the air corner.
Yep.
That's Ben's girlfriend. Whose name came out first?
Your guy.
Friends.
So why can't I spend on you? And then you're going to come, I'm going to pay all this, and you're going to Madam Metimeka.
I mean, that's how a lot of I think
You're
some-
you're kind of distracting our viewers.
I'm sorry.
What the tea?
No, I'm sorry. I will explain to them too.
I think
Yeah, I'll
that-
get my revenge and then we'll.
yeah, I think as a good guy, and as Ben said, you have to present your woman. Like she has to be the first one coming up.
Exactly, that's a
follow.
priority.
So everybody has to see you through her,
Well,
not her through you.
Correct.
Man of the house.
Because you are the man of the house. Everybody knows that. We don't need to see that. We need to see it from the woman, how you treating her, how you like you're loving her, all of that. So most,
I mean, when you're married, it even reflects on your children.
Yeah.
And even your kids.
When you're married,
I'm saying in the sense when you're married, like whatever, however, whichever way you treat your woman, it reflects on your kids, and then your kids tend to reciprocate that.
you
Happy
know,
wasn't a happy wife, happy what?
Home, happy home. Yeah, you can continue. 'cause
Social media.
He's gonna. I just. wanted to
nah, I
present him.
mean, that was all that I was trying to say. I mean, most men, if they really like you, that's what they're supposed to do, and that's what they are going to do.
Grace, go back, rewind that. What did you say?
If they like you,
DJ rewind.
I just want to hear that because I made a statement of that before,
That.
where I said if a man really wants you, they know
Yeah.
for the first 3 to 6 months, you're the one.
yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, that one is true. Yeah, I mean,
They should know.
men don't really waste time like
So,
that.
going back to our topic,
Correct. So, which I always
with all of this, I mean, what we're saying is not so far from it. I mean, it was in line, just that there was nothing like social media or online stuff in it, but it was something in the line. So, what if, in the regarding social media, you're because when partners are apart, or some like you live in a different state. I mean, Colorado, you're in New York, wherever. And then you still want to have the attraction, like the connectivity, the connection with your partner, like in a more intimate way. You know where I'm driving at?
Yeah.
I do.
And then you do like videos, FaceTime. What do you think about that? Do you think it is right for partners to make like intimate videos or something like pictures, graphic stuff that are,
Online sex.
online sex or something like that. It's just like I'm just trying to generalize not only sex, but you just want to show some stuff because these apps that we're on, somebody's always tracking us.
Correct. Yes and
Would
no.
you want that from your woman?
Yes or no?
Okay.
Thank you.
What did he say?
That's difficult.
I know it is.
It's not really difficult, and it's not really me say or she say. For example, let's say our military troops, they're married, they're out. New York is closer. You can fly in and out. So no matter what, you can fly your woman there or what. What if you're outside the country, a zone that you're not by yourself, or you didn't go there by yourself, you were ordered to go there? What is going to bring you and your spouse together? Because one, you're not a tree. She is not either. So if you're not having these conversations or video calls or things like that for both of you to see the attraction or to make sure those connections are still there or the vibe are still there, it's killing it. So regardless whoever is recording it or the perv that is looking at it, if you look at it in a healthy way, it's helping both of you. So it's good one way, it's bad on the other way. But it creates a healthy relationship because one,
What do you think about that?
I think that like that's true. I was gonna ask, are we speaking about like what do we think in the sense of like privacy? Are we speaking in sense of like the relationship? Like
Just like between you and your partner, or like what if you sit back and think, oh, this is what I want to do. Like, is it okay? For me and my partner, is it right?
I think like if it's you and your partner, like it's okay because it just depends on like how you guys are, and if you want to spice things up because
Exactly.
long distance can get hard.
Okay.
It can be like it can be hard to maintain attraction like during long periods of long distance, right? And so if you're trying to find ways to spice it up so you guys maintain that interest, I think it's okay. I just think that if we're talking about privacy and like traces. Maybe just do it over video instead of like sending pictures.
Because you never know where you can send it
Exactly.
to.
The footprint is there.
Those
So
of us that were like on church pages and all that, you send them mistakenly, and we're like, okay.
right.
So what do you think about that?
See, from where I am coming from, because I'm in the IT
where are
field.
you coming from?
From the IT field.
Oh, okay. I just want to know.
It's
Which part of IT?
Exactly.
Cybersecurity.
Oh, you're cybersecurity.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
all the way in there. That your phone that you have, I can use it whilst you don't even have no idea.
Correct.
So let me just put the career side on the side. If it's just between you and your partner, I don't think it really hurts nobody. I mean, it just is the respect between you guys.
Correct.
Is the how you guys love each other. That's why you want to do this. Without if it wasn't that
Even if it's pictures?
No.
pictures, nah.
What about video? Like if you're
Correct.
like FaceTiming.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying. That
Because
one
it
is
doesn't
different because
Yeah, that was my point.
that one is
There's a
okay
movement.
just to get the relationship going, the intimacy side going, and everything. But when it comes to everything together, to me, I think it's scary. Just because the way you respect your partner, and imagine if you wake up in the morning and one day you find your partner video, whilst your face is in the box watching it, doing whatever you were doing, and one day you go on X. Twitter is the worst. Like,
Yeah.
they have everything on there.
Correct.
And one day you just go there just to see, normal social media stuff, and see you find yourself
Your
and
tape is out.
your wife, your girlfriend there. It's really going to be damaging.
I have a question though. So are you saying that like if you guys were, sexting on FaceTime or doing something like that on FaceTime, right? Are you saying that someone can hack the FaceTime call to do this?
Easily.
Oh, okay.
Even your laptop that is just sitting there that you
Yeah.
haven't even turned it on, I can look through the camera to watch you
Okay.
if I want to do it.
Yeah, scary.
I know.
So from that side is way scarier,
Okay.
like dangerous. But when it comes to the loving side, well, yeah, I mean, just to catch some feeling and all that, just not to go cheat or something.
So I have a question.
We have an answer.
Okay, I hope you do.
We have an
I hope
answer.
because
We have an
this is
answer.
big.
No problem.
What if you're in the moment, the heat is on, and then at that point you're like, FaceTime, let's do it.
Huh?
What happens after you're done?
Well, the AC came on. You're not hot no more.
Just go to sleep. You done, so what else do you want?
It's hot. You turn the AC on.
Yeah.
You go
you
down.
sleep?
What you want to do?
I don't know.
Like,
Go take a
there's
shower.
no, I mean, whatever you're supposed to do is already done. So-
Okay, what if it doesn't get done?
So do you want me to tell you go sleep with somebody or what? Like, 'cause-
No, because like something you said, the women can go more than once, twice, and then even after that, they're
Have you
still
been there?
like
Have you been in New York City?
not for a while.
Okay. There's a place in New York City, Manhattan, 28th Street. It's a sex museum.
Okay,
Oh,
They're
I've been
called
there.
toys. Exactly. Go get some.
how is
Get
it
some
like over
toys?
there?
It's like the history of like sex and like all these like sex toys.
History of sex?
Seriously.
Ages ago, like
Now,
Yeah.
what is the history
There
of
were
sex?
those
Like what?
toys
No.
in
there are some crazy toys in there.
If you're
yes.
not getting enough from your man,
Go get some.
that's a problem.
Yeah.
Okay? So if your man cannot do it and you don't want to cheat, go get a toy.
Yours toy.
I have a problem with that.
I do too.
Those toys and stuff, right? I think sometimes the sensation from the women's side, when you keep using this, you don't really get it no more because it becomes normal.
But you're not female. How do you know?
No. I mean, you have to know because all these women are not like maybe they are doing
I
it.
get what you're saying.
I think the sensation will get to a time because this thing that Zane, excuse me to say, doesn't come. You can go 3 hours with it and nobody's coming. It's not getting tired. If you, the woman, is not tired, and your husband comes home. Meanwhile, you've been doing this 3 hours each day, and you're gonna expect your husband to do the same thing just because now he can touch you and all that. So it becomes a problem if you overuse it. I'm not saying don't use it at all. Maybe once in a while, but if you become addicted to it, that's where the problem starts.
That was actually a joke. I think it's not. It's not
Which of them was the joke?
the one that I said. Go get it.
Go get a
Yeah, but no. Some people use that to satisfy themselves. But now we're talking about social media.
Yeah.
Okay, your spouse being somewhere and you being somewhere, and you're trying to get connection.
Yeah.
You can. The religion that I come from is forbidden for a man to beat himself up
yeah.
or a woman to go do that. So when we talk about Christianity, I cannot FaceTime you and watch you play with yourself while I play with mine. It makes sense? So in this sense, all jokes aside, we laughed and all this stuff. It depends who you're dealing with, like we said earlier. You know, it comes to relationship. Also, you got to choose wisely because if not, you're gonna find yourself into situations like that.
And the same thing goes for, leaving the woman because she's not in the mood for somebody else.
Yeah. But
Yes.
for me, I promise you, my woman
You gotta go
is
out.
not in the mood.
Oh,
Trust me,
jeez.
because the Bible doesn't. The Bible also says, "Do not deny your husband sex either. So if you're denying me, I'm gonna go somewhere else and find it.
But
That's what the Bible says.
But is it in the Bible? Go out there.
Yeah.
It didn't say
Because
that.
you bring in
But
Bible
I
out.
need, I need that.
So then now
need
you're
that
going
in-
against your religion.
So no, I'm not going against it. Now let me put it
because
like
the
this.
Bible didn't
That's
say
a
If I
Right.
don't,
Living-
if you say that, if you okay, so the Bible said don't deny me, right? Okay, and you say no, and then I force myself on you, then I rape you.
But what happened?
Let them answer that.
Okay. Right.
Why you be like,
And let them answer that.
Yes, it's wrong.
My point exactly. So if I cannot force myself on you for you to call it rape, and I go somewhere else and get it, both of us are not right.
So
And two wrongs don't make right either.
So for her not being in the mood, let's put all this menstruation and all aside.
Correct.
Let's say a normal day, everything is okay. She's not in the mood. Is it like where is the limit where you have to understand her too? Like because there is respect.
Correct.
Because if you respect, you're not gonna go out there.
Correct.
You're gonna understand.
Correct.
And that's when maybe tomorrow you're gonna get it.
Correct.
But I think if it happens continuously,
Exactly.
that's
That's what my
crazy.
point is.
Or there might be an issue, like I mentioned earlier, there might be an underlying issue that, both of you are not addressing.
Yeah.
Because as women, I'm not married, obviously, but I feel like as women, like, if we feel like our needs are not being met or we're being, like, ignored in certain ways, like, we tend to, like, withdraw and, like, you won't want to be out there like that or put it out for your partner because they're not really meeting you where you need to be met or, like, just what you need. So, like, your
Right.
interest goes down.
right?
So what demands are these? Because we need to know those.
And that's why you have to
Because if
communicate. The man can ask.
Effective communication
Exactly.
if you want it to work.
Didn't I
Effective
say that
communication.
earlier?
You did, but then you don't have to just jump into conclusion that she just doesn't want it. So I'm
No. But it has to be one.
facts. No, I think
Bigger issue.
I don't know the Coconut is cheap.
we're talking about Colorado cold fast. Cold fast.
They're gonna be looking at your face when you're walking in the streets.
I ain't worried about
They're
that.
gonna be like, oh, he said something.
Whoever wants to testify, come find me. That's not a problem. But listen though, all jokes aside, honestly, if there's a problem, I said it before, a woman is just like a child. You have to make them to be what you want. If I'm teaching you and I constantly find the same problem, I'm gonna leave your ass.
Yeah,
It's very
easily.
simple. I'm not playing about that.
Yeah.
Because happiness, if I can make my own happiness, I won't come find you. If I go, there's some women out here, even on social media, you might be talking to somebody or find somebody to talk to. Most of the time, what attracts you to go back, and the reason I like social media majority of the time, is maybe their voice or the way they listen to you. You go to work as a man, heated, have a rough day, or the woman did the same thing. When they come home, let me call my boyfriend or let me call my husband and tell them this. But especially, it might be your own. The voice that she will use to meet you on that phone, you don't even want to be there.
Yeah.
Does it make sense? So it have a lot of increment that will make me want to step out.
Yeah.
Not because of just sex.
One day or something.
Exactly. Or because today you're not feeling well, or tomorrow was this. Yes, it's maybe the whole month you won't feel well. I'll be with you. I'll cater for you. But when you feel well, and you feel like I didn't meet your demand, so you gotta get yourself away from it.
Give it up.
That's why you start to time. I know some men, they're going to time me.
Correct.
It's been 2 days.
Exactly.
3 days.
Just start counting.
I'm
So
looking.
It keep going on. Then I had to go back on social media and find somebody that will give me those leads. And
That's when the social media hits.
Exactly.
The
But that's when it
reality.
hurts me. Because I'm leaving you to go to social media, but I'm also enjoying myself there, which you don't want to enjoy.
Okay.
For me, I have a problem. It's just I get it, right? But it's just a problem to me. Like everything about I always say it here, everything about me is respect.
Correct.
Right.
But it's given to get one, though.
Not true, but in case, like in this case, where does the respect comes in? Because if the girl is not giving you sex, it's not disrespecting you.
No.
So why can't you just keep respecting her and respecting her decisions?
Okay. So let me ask you a question. You have a woman
Yeah.
and you talk about respect. And the woman keep on respecting you,
Yeah.
and you keep on respecting her. And there's one day left into 1 week, and 1 week left into 2 months, and you haven't had sex. And you're still respecting her?
Now, at that point, right, you, the woman, has to know you are doing something wrong.
Sure.
If you let it a week,
she knew.
2 weeks, 3 weeks, as Abner said, there has to be something, and you've been saying it too. There has to be something because
Exactly
it
my
can't keep
point.
going. I mean, but to go out there is my problem. Though.
No. I won't
It's either
go
you
out
leave the
there.
relationship
No,
to just keep your respect.
I'm not leaving the relationship. You leave it.
I mean, it's still the same.
But the problem is still there because
I
they're not
know.
communicating
The
about
Problem
it.
will not be- you guys are not listening.
Explain, please.
I said this, I'm saying it again. I communicate. If you have a woman, you raise the woman to be what you want the woman to be. So if I'm communicating with you, I'm telling you the things I don't like about you. I'm telling you the things that I don't like, even in our sex life, and you're still doing it, that's a problem. That's a person who don't want to change.
No, I'm saying in terms of like she's not giving to you because there's something going on. For example, you're not meeting her emotional needs, or you did something that like really triggered her, and so she doesn't really feel like she wants to be around you to do those kind of
Exactly.
things.
Okay.
You can't come blame her for that. You
I
have to like,
can't.
okay, babe, so like what's up? Like, are you okay?
Exactly.
I've noticed like you're not interested lately, or like something's going on. Like I'd like to talk about it, and then you can talk about it. But you have to
Correct.
create that safe space for her to do that,
But-
in order for things to carry on.
Because even men, like we said, you guys know how to go for what you want.
Correct.
Even though you don't really mean it. But because you want something in
Correct.
that moment, you just say something to make the girl, your partner, feel like, okay, I'm sorry for whatever happened, just to get what you want.
Isn't it what you guys want? See, I always have a problem. They will say it this way and act like they are blaming the.
I was just about to say
you,
exactly
you
what
guys
you just
want
said.
the
Can you
same.
elaborate?
Okay.
Because I feel like sometimes like men say things to deceive, like it's deception. Like,
But you
you'll say,
guys
"We don't really
want
mean
that.
it."
You guys want to
wanna
be
be
lied to.
deceived?
You don't want the truth.
That's
No,
what
no,
I
no.
think.
It's not like in those words, but you guys want to be lied to because the truth is gonna hurt you always.
Well, me, I don't like
you
to
guys
lie
don't.
to.
But you guys
don't like to
always
lie to
don't want the
Yeah.
truth though.
No, I don't.
It's like
Regardless.
sometimes the truth is a problem to you guys.
Even
No,
men,
but
even men.
regardless,
Yes,
Do
regardless,
you want your wife or your girl to tell you?
Regardless,
"Oh,
right?
I don't like how you look. I don't like how you're talking. When we met my friend, I didn't like how you
Nah,
spoke.
it's
How are you gonna feel
It's
about
how
that?
you say it though.
It's the
We've been
approach.
saying
So
this.
it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's how you say it.
Listen.
You can say it without me not being offended. But when you come at me like, why did he talk to my friend like?
It's the same
Yeah,
thing that happens to the girls. Is that you
How
just
you
have to
say
know
it.
how you say
That's
it.
the time and place to
because
say it.
everything that happens, it boils down to the person you're dealing with.
See,
I said that earlier, right?
Yeah, you did say it.
Okay, but let me go back to y'all.
Okay, now you're
Okay.
singling us out.
So I can see, because I put on said something that I've tried to explain it, but I don't want it to seem like if I have a wife or I have a girlfriend or I have a partner and they're not giving me sex, I'm just gonna walk
go out
there
there,
and
yeah,
go
yeah.
there. I've explained this and I'm gonna explain it again so everybody can understand or be clear about it. Problem. They said charity begins at home. Problem starts from small
Yeah.
and they grow up. When you see it, you cut it off. When you cut it off, it's gonna come back up.
Yeah.
So dig in
Take the
and get the
roots out.
roots out.
Yeah.
That's my philosophy. Okay? This is how I see things. You are my woman. I'm not you can go a month or two, especially even sometimes when they're pregnant. I was once married. When my wife got pregnant, the first 6 months, I couldn't even touch her. But that's a condition I signed up for.
Yeah.
Why? Why could you not?
Because
Is it because of the nose enlargement or what?
No, because it was her first time baby. No, I'm not scared. But she's not in the mood for that.
Yeah.
I understand that.
I respect that.
I'll respect you for that. I'll deal with you because it's For
It's the
better,
situation.
for worse. The situation is what is making it. My problem is this.
There's no
There
situation.
are women out here that just want to be extra. Because I said something to you and you didn't like it, you decided to give me sex for a month or two.
Punishment.
Exactly. What do you want to punish me for? I've already told you what it is. I apologize about it. We spoke about it. You still want to be extra? I'll go out and be
Yeah, that
extra.
one is annoying.
You don't need to
That's
be there.
annoying.
Again, issues. There's problems in the relationship.
lingering.
Or you also like you should have studied the person more before you got
Nah,
together
he
with
just
them
said
because
it. Apologize. We talked about it. So what else am I supposed to do
Exactly.
with
Why
this
are you
situation?
not
stretching the
compatible. Maybe you guys just not compatible.
That's
I
why you
agree.
need to go.
Yeah, you gotta go then.
somewhere else.
Why are you wasting your time now? Like,
I ain't gotta tell you to go. If you know you can't do it, get the hell
Just
out.
pack your
One
stuff.
time, are you ending it completely? Because if you're ending it completely, I understand. But if you're just like, oh yeah, this one never
And
go
then you
out,
go
let me come back.
No, you're not doing. That's like an open relationship.
No, I don't have open relationship because I don't
cheating.
want to end the same plate with anybody.
So you're not coming back.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
You're
I
out.
can respect that then. Like,
No,
if
you,
you're gonna come back-
at that point you are going out.
You know
I
what?
would say the girl go out.
That's why.
Oh, no, you have to go because
Yeah,
you're gonna take
you're the
yourself
one
out
who
to
like
leave.
exactly.
My home.
No, what
Yeah.
if you're not living together?
I'm not married to you.
If you're
Figure your asses
married,
out. If I'm
Bible
married,
says for better or for worse.
correct. So if I'm married and you are worse, I'm still having sex.
Huh?
No,
So you're not well. I guess
if you're married, it's a different case.
Yeah.
it is.
You can work things out.
Right.
You
We're talking
can find a
relationship?
way. I'm talking about relationship.
Okay, so
If you're not giving me what I want, and now you're not giving it to me, but when I marry you, you're gonna give it to me.
Nah,
Hey,
okay,
she's
gotta
not.
know.
our last comments
Okay.
about this whole thing.
So the social media affecting
Social
relationship.
media, dating, marriage,
They have a good path.
the life.
Well, at some parts, it's amazing
Okay.
because I feel like it brings people long distance together,
Yep.
and it makes life a little easier for the people who are out somewhere else. Now, the other part that I don't like is people learning things from social media and bringing it to their home, but they are not actually learning or coming home with the right things.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They learn the bad things and bring it to the house, and it breaks a lot of home.
Yeah.
That part I don't like, but it have good qualities
Yeah.
and also
Bad
bad. Exactly.
Nice.
So it's if we know how to use it, I think everybody is going to be okay. Like your husband is not home or your partner is not home. I haven't seen him all day. He came home. Hey, I put this on the side. Pay attention to him. Give him some love, kisses. Then go about it. I think everybody will be okay.
Yeah.
But while you're cooking or trying to feed your husband or your wife, and then you're still, why is coming in and greeting the wife or not even
Still
the
on the
kids?
phone.
They're still on the phone. Open the
That
door,
one is
just turn
bad.
around.
That
You know what
one
I'm saying?
was too
So
bad.
these are some of the bad things I don't like about social media nowadays. But other than that, I think it brought civilization.
And period.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
I just thought of something. I had a question actually. Is it?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we can go back.
It's a little different, but so I was on TikTok and I've been seeing this trend that's just like, let's start publicizing the reason why, like if you break up with someone, why we broke up. And like, what do you guys think about those things? Because it's obviously social media, and they say like, let's publicize why we broke up with our exes or somebody you end up breaking up with, just so like other people can also know. And like it's just the extent of like how far things go, and like again, we're talking about relationships, and this also kind of goes into that. Like, what do you guys think about that? Is that right to do, or is that wrong?
Yeah, it's wrong.
Yeah, to me, I would not join that.
Right.
Yeah, I would not.
Right.
So
Yeah, because to me, it feels like you're just giving people too much information about you.
Yeah.
not
What
just
if the person cheated? Because I've been seeing a lot of videos in regards to cheating, and it's like you're kind of the girls think that they're doing it in order to like kind of, give awareness
Yeah.
to other girls, or to kind of like help
Yeah.
Just to give
If
more.
somebody is in there who wants to share theirs, I'm grateful for that, to
Right.
learn about that. But me specifically, I would not put mine out there for
Right.
some. Not like I'm being selfish. I'm just protecting myself because we're this social media. Sometimes somebody will just speak out just naively, and then somebody would just be insulting them.
Yeah.
Just reply them, even DM, and then just be saying some sort of crazy stuff. So I wouldn't want to do that. Yeah.
Can I ask a question before I answer that question you just asked? Is this going on both ways, or is just
The women.
So
women
far,
put
I've
it
seen the women doing it, but it can go both
course.
ways,
Of course, the women.
It's always
the reason
it's
why I
always the
asked,
men.
exactly the reason why I asked that question, right? This world that we live in, like I said earlier, women are very fragile, and they really don't think with their head when something happens. They only think about the pains that is going on at that particular moment. What people are not understanding is this: women will be women. When you tell your business, other woman is gonna go for that man.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Okay,
it is true.
not just that. A woman can go out there and sleep with 2 or 3 people, and they call her a prostitute. All right? A man will go out there and sleep with 20 women, and it will be okay. It's
Yeah.
normal. So at this point, who are you disgracing? When you go out there and put it on TikTok or Facebook or whatever social media you want to put it because you think you're hurting the guy or you're hurt at the time because they cheated on you. Well, first of all, what did you do
To
for
get
the
cheated.
guy to cheat? Or the guy was just a cheater and couldn't sleep with one girl and you saw him going with somebody else. Why don't you just walk out and exclude yourself out of that equation? But instead, you put something out there. Now your face is there. You're the one telling the story. How dumb is that?
Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of times, like when you go through the comments, people kind of find it as a safe space where they can also talk about their experiences and what they've experienced as well. So it's just interesting because, like, whenever I see the videos, I'm like, okay, I see the girl. There's girls, there's guys in there that are commenting about how they've experienced similar things.
Exactly.
But I just don't know, like, in terms of the extent of, like, are you really embarrassing yourself or not? Like, I
You're
don't
embarrassing
know.
yourself as
I
a
don't
female.
know.
Yeah.
You are. And then also exposing the guy to make more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Some women like stupid stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like to get cheated on or to get hurt?
No.
Guys like that.
Guys like that.
the bad
so,
boys?
Exactly. So while you exposing the guy, actually they're reading your comments. They're gonna look for this person.
So that is part of the reason why I would not do that.
Correct.
Because that is one thing that I have come to learn. I have seen a lot of people who are going through such instances, like they would, even when they're in the relationship with their partners, they will still be telling their friends how bad their partners are, some of the bad stuff they do. And then these people are gathering information.
Oh, yeah.
The moment you walk out, they are stepping in. And that's going to be one thing that it's going to be on your chest till the day you just go. So that is one thing that I have learned. And I said it the other time. I am not giving my friends information about my marriage, about my husband, whatever it is, unless he's killing me. I'm not going to stay there for you to kill me,
Correct.
whether I have kids or not. If you don't want me, I just go my way. I'm gonna speak out. But if it is stuff that we can work it out easily, it's just gonna be the two of us.
Correct.
Grant that we got married in a church, and this is what the Bible is telling us, for better or for worse.
So what about we that got married in a court?
In the court, you follow the court. You follow the court.
Just let's
I know, but you follow the court. So I would not. That is me. Well, about my marriage, if it is bad, as that got married, like traditionally, they give you Bible and stuff. You're like, oh, this is the Bible. When you can't seem to like understand something that's going on in your marriage, you go to your Bible. You find something that's gonna console you. There some friends can be like pure, very pure. They're going to have pure intentions about you and they're going to help you genuinely. But it doesn't happen often. It does not happen all the time. So you just have to know who you're dealing with. If you feel like that person is going to help you genuinely, you can go for that. But for me, I think I always have trust issues because of what I have been through when it comes to friendship. So yeah, I will keep my marriage life or my dating life coded.
There's a reason why God said we shouldn't trust men.
Yeah.
Now, I don't support emotional abuse or physical abuse. That I need you to speak out.
Yep.
A friend or a parent or somebody that you trust or the law. That, go ahead. Now, apart from that, if you're having problem in the bedroom, if you're having problem communicating, not even your mother, these are things that you can solve. That makes you an adult and give you a reason.
Yeah.
But as far as this friend came to me and said, oh, my husband gave me 3 hours of sex. And you go back and say, oh, this friend's husband did this and you're not doing that. I have a problem with that because we're not the same.
Yeah.
Or bought a car for her and I didn't buy it for you. I have a problem.
Yeah.
Why are you communicating with that person?
Exactly.
This is the reason why I said earlier, your spouse should be your friend.
Yeah.
You tell every problems to him
And
or
he
her.
tells. Yeah.
And then you all will create that relationship and then also a comfort zone. That will be easy for you to come to me or I'll come to you to talk to you. But majority of the time, I come again. Our women, you are still our mothers and our loved ones as well.
Yeah.
But also, the way you communicate will determine the way your husband will come out to you.
Yeah.
So if you find a kind way to talk to him, even when you are upset, I learned something from my ex-wife. I'll ask her a question, right? She would sit there like she didn't hear me. 5, 10, 15 seconds. And then she would answer me. Not because I got angry with that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I asked her. And then she goes, because what you said to me, I need to process it. Not that I don't want to give you the answer, but I have to find a way to talk to you in that moment. So the way the tonation will come out or the speech that will come out, is either going to cool you down or piss you off.
Yeah.
Right.
So if women can find a way to cool down before they answer, no matter how difficult the man is or how hot the person came in, it will save our relationships. And we won't have a problem that we're having nowadays.
Yeah.
Because it's our own mouth that is killing our relationships.
Oh, yeah.
Either you're telling your friends or you're telling somebody who don't even need to know your business.
Exactly.
They didn't even contributed in your life. Why are you sitting there telling them? What were they going to do? Help you break it?
Yeah.
And then they turn around and they're there.
They're there.
And pick it up.
You know what I'm saying? So, for me, like I said, you're amazing, but it's your mouth that also kill us.
Okay, you have something last for us?
I'll touch on what I said a little bit, and I will say my last words. So people that are doing that, I don't think it's safe for them, because it happened, and you're not even saying the good part of it, just the bad part.
All right.
So you are saying it, and now somebody's listening. Let's say a young girl is listening. She's gonna take whatever you are saying, and nobody did nothing to her, but it's gonna feel like she had a heartbreak, and now she's gonna bleed on somebody's son
Correct.
just because she learned that from social media. Somebody said it to make it look like she had a terrible relationship. Nobody. Maybe the person was a devil. Nobody have a terrible relationship from the jump. So why can't you just say all of it by some of it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like,
Yep.
why is it so hard for us to go out there? If you want to say your story, say the good
Tell
part
the
of
whole
it
thing.
and say the bad part of it. So don't
Exactly.
leave some out and make me feel like I have to feel bad for you. Sometimes I just listen and I'm like, okay, I mean, you're not telling me everything.
Right.
What about what if he got you a car?
Yeah.
What about what if he got you a house or something?
Correct.
We don't know.
Why aren't you saying
Because
that?
you were still in the
Yeah.
relationship with the person
Correct.
when
That's what I'm
everything
saying.
happened.
Why
You
you
just
getting
slashed
that?
his tires or
Yeah,
something.
even if you did it for 1 week, there was how many days in a week? So that means all these days you stayed in there. The last part was when you left. So that means there was something good in those
Yeah,
days.
that
Correct.
kept you.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
So like, why are you out there just, oh, he's a bad person? When you see a guy, oh, normally what Ghanaian women do is, oh, those Kojo people don't. But
Yeah.
what is your situation supposed to do with me?
I know.
That I don't even
That is
know
one
you.
thing I always don't
Yeah.
agree with.
Like, what is that? Like, I don't even know you. Why are you mentioning
Why-
my
exactly.
name?
Point.
in
The
this thing?
generalization.
And now,
Yeah, it's
and now
crazy.
again, that I might like.
Well, ask the
You
name.
ask my name and I'm like, I'm Kojo and that is a
I
problem.
don't like them.
Exactly. But you don't even know me.
But what if
Exactly.
that's the person God is trying to let you have in your life that is going to change your whole life? So I
Yeah.
don't think those kind of stuff is good if you want to say 100% story, not half of it, not the 20% of it. So, yeah.
That was a
it's-
good point that you made because I saw like another video recently, or actually it was today, and it was like a short clip where some girl was talking about she was trauma dumping on TikTok, and another girl saw her, and she was like, oh my God, like, my relationship is going well, but now I have to go back and like see if he's doing something or if something's going on. And it's like, it's now she's absorbing it and needs to go start something because
Because girls are
Yeah.
different. So if you keep saying this and they keep listening, it's going to change their whole life.
And that's exactly what we're talking about social media. You see, like you said, you just watched it. So the girl went and watched whatever she saw out there. Now she's bringing it to my relationship.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I didn't deserve that. Maybe I haven't even done that.
Have no idea.
Exactly. So the social media at the same time is breaking us and fixing us at the same time. It depends who's learning and who's watching it.
Exactly.
It was so when you watch, it's not everything that you got to see and go and impose or take it home. Some things are just to watch and leave.
So okay, yeah. My last words, I will still say social media balancing it is more negative than positive. So I would say it's bad. It's hurting our modern life, relationship or dating life. So I'll tell people not to use it. And as you said, bring it to your home. Whatever you see, just
Leave it out there.
I saw this bag, so you got to get me one. My friend have a bag, so you got to get. Oh, I saw a new car, so you got to get. I don't have it. Like, it's either you leave, or you just keep quiet and just let's stay in there because you know my level of what I can provide for you.
Correct.
So like, yeah, it's a bad thing. Like, don't let social media. I mean, you can go there for fun and all that, but don't bring whatever you saw to your relationship, and it's really gonna hurt you. Wait, like days, years after, you're gonna sit there and think about it and realize this person was the good person for you, but just because you were jealous of somebody or you compared him to somebody or compared her to somebody, you lost him, and now you have to deal with whoever you're gonna get. And I had this question, but I don't think we get. So, how are we gonna see people that are doing this? OnlyFans that are getting money from it. It's a social media platform. They are gonna say it's helping them just because they are getting money. And people like, because I heard a story where an old basketball player who's retired, his wife, old lady, trying to do a OnlyFans, and he talked about it, and now they broke up. Who has been taking care of her whole life? He was playing basketball and he had all that money, so he took care of her. Just because now he's not getting the same money again, and OnlyFans is what is gonna bring her money, not them money. Just because he had a question about it, now they have to divorce.
I
Like to them, to her, it's helping just because she's getting the money.
I
But
think-
to the relationship, it's not.
I think, like I said earlier, it's all based on the head of the house. What you gonna start you make sure you can finish it with the same energy. Because women base on energy. If you start very high and it gets in the middle and you want to go low, it's going to be a problem.
But I have a question right there. So
Okay, now we're ending. We're getting more questions.
So yeah, because it's a little bit hard for me to understand that, because what about we building together? Let's say at first I used to have a job that was booming and I was taking care of him, and I even told you stay home just because I could take care of the house.
Okay, I think there's another topic.
I mean, okay, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
I think there's another
Topic,
topic.
yeah.
Because I know where it's going, and it's gonna bring a lot of questions
Yes.
after that.
So yeah,
different.
social media is not helping
Yeah.
our relationship. So I think you guys got to stay out. Just take the fun out of it, but don't take the attitude and
Okay.
life out of it. Yeah.
All right. Wow, I wasn't expecting this. I didn't even know where we were gonna go.
Yeah.
I thought this topic was just gonna take us to like 30 minutes at mood best. We've done a lot, and
Wow.
yeah, I believe you listening or looking at us some way somehow got something out of all that we said. So this is the Fiery Voices, and you know that this was heated conversation. Someone who is gonna walk out when the woman is not giving it. So whatever, if you agree with us, let us know. If you don't, let us know. And if you want us to continue or explain further something that somebody said, just let us know. Keep liking, share, comment, subscribe to our channel, and whatever comes, you're gonna be there to see it. Okay, thank you. See you another time.
All right.
Bye.
You-